My childhood is over. That's kind of how it feels. Ash finally won. And it's the wrong league. Yeah, it is weird to see Ash finally winning. I remember Kalos, how I was watching every week, waiting for him to win, and he lost. And of course, Orange League doesn't count, I guess, because it's like a filler league or something. I think it's fair to not count Orange League because it's not in the game and so on, right? So I guess what it is. But the problem here isn't that it's several problems, right? Ash winning this league doesn't feel justified in a sense because the league is quite the kiddie league. It's not the strongest league he's ever been in. And the thing is that if you're gonna wait for 22 years to have him finally win, why couldn't he win last league? Which we all of us know that last league would have been the perfect league to win. I have read about this before in my life, and I will do it again here because he really should have won Kalos Region. X, Y, and Z, that would have been the perfect ending of Ash, okay? That would have been the perfect ending, and now instead, letting him win in the next league, which I feel is like, to me, it feels insulting. I mean, I would much rather see him, of course, not win Sun and Moon, right? And keep losing, be the ever loser then, be that guy. If you never get him win, don't let him win the kiddie league, which is kind of like the Orange League, yeah. It's exactly after you did not let him win the league he should have won. So it's just mind-bogglingly stupid in my opinion, letting him win this league. So there's so many reasons why he won last league, but it's one very big thing I think I'm talking about. But just briefly, I mean, his league team, like his Pokémon team, right, in the last league was the strongest he ever had, and it's so obvious that this is the best thing he's ever got there. Green Ninja especially, with the emotional power of Ash, right? And Ash gets stronger, Ash is, he's powered up by Ash's emotions, like it was the thing to be, and the freaking Green Ninja is fighting the last battle, I guess I freaking saw there's 5 Pokémon, I mean, it's clearly that Ash should have won. He's fighting actually tactically right for once. In the beginning, remember the old Yoto and Kanto League and so on. Ash was like, oh, you have a 5 Pokemon? Here's my grass Pokemon! Yeah, and he was still maybe winning some battles, yeah. Ash was not following strategy, right? But then we get to the finally, after 19 years, he got into a pretty he's fighting pretty good here. Water against fire, and it's like a super strong water Pokemon. He still lost that thing. But the biggest issue, though, is of course the love, right? It is the love. That's the biggest issue, the love thing. This is why I was very, very disappointed, especially after we saw Sun and Moon's animation. That's why I want to name it again here. And why this kiddie league, it feels, not really worth to win the Sun and Moon easier opponent league, right? Compared to the previous leagues one. So the biggest thing is that the Serena is the first, female companion that really is in love with Ash, right? Misty is probably in love with Ash, so Misty and Ash class thing. But Serena is actually openly in love with him, kisses him, right? She's actually an love interest to the max, right? Not just like Misty was almost there. Oh, she's probably in love with Ash, but she would never admit it to kind of Sundra. She was kind of like that, yeah. But Serena is actually in love with Ash and, kisses him and tells him and so on, right? And following, and yeah, this makes me angry. I feel angry that I was angry when he didn't win last season, or last league season thing. And I'm angry that they let him win the next one, which is so less, impressive. And also then the main team, because it's going from kissing Serena and so on into the Foil Sleep, into the, of course, kiddie school league, right? Which will be that's the perfect start, right? It doesn't make any sense to me, because we're going to Gather League next league, right? It's going to be, of course, Shielded Sword. And then it's back to gyms, it's back to the classic formula. So in that place, it doesn't make any sense that they're gonna replace Ash and so on. I mean, they can do it, but it doesn't make much sense in that. It doesn't have to be. But the school, there's where you should replace Ash. You should replace Ash with his son, of course, right? It is so obvious. I mean, I can't be the only one that I said it 3 years ago. I'll say it again here, and seeing him freaking win the Kiddie Shitty League makes me angry, right? Because it was so much better. If Serena, of course, gets her love, she gets Ash, or Ash wins the Kalos League, he marries Serena because she's the love interest that actually is showing her open love for him. They get married, and this is the kicker, right? They get married. Then we see 20 years later, 20 or yeah, probably 20. Like time skip 20 years later, we see Serena, right, moving to the Alola region, of course, and her son is with her, right? And she is like, "Oh, we're gonna live here, honey, because you know it's Hawaii and it's nice and so on." And he's like, "I wanna be a Pokemon trainer like my parents, daddy." And she's like, "Yes, there's a great school here. Like I sent you to school, right?" So then, of course, Ash and Serena's son or daughter, but it'd probably be a son, right? Because he'll probably look like Ash, right? So they have the kid going to, the school, right? And he will learn stuff and he will fight his friends. The other, not the gym lead, but kind of the trial trainers, yeah. He will fight them and befriend them and so, right? Like Ash doing in school, even though he spent 19 years adventuring Pokemon. So why would he go to school, right? It never made any sense that Ash would go to school after that incredibly many years and even being in the leagues, get a second place. And Ash at his strongest, get a second place in a highly competitive league, would go to school to learn the basic Pokemon. See, it's just so stupid, right? But if instead was his son, and with the new art style, so you can have a kid looking similar to Ash, but exactly be Ash, it just would make so much sense, Nintendo. I can't believe they didn't do that. And when did they didn't do that, right? When they refused to let Ash win and have his son take over, moving there with Serena like his mom, and of course Ash is not gonna be in the anime, but he's gonna appear every now and then, right? But he's gonna be like, my legendary father that caught, the classic Ash, right? He's the master dad that is out there training somewhere, yeah, with Mewtwo and so on. He's like, yeah, I wanna be like my dad, right? And of course Ash would like probably appear in like the cliffhanger season ending or something like that, and, something like that, right? And of course he would have a new Pikachu. That would be the the kid of Pikachu, right? So I mean, I think it was makes so much damn sense, and then especially because it's back to school. Like, why would Ash go to school? And now that Ash is winning and getting this, like, in my opinion, this kind of like a lowly beating tournament that really easy. Think about the whole art style, right? And the friendship and so on. It's much more fitting for a new character to go to school and to have the new, the weird kind of mustache thing Ash has to go from. Yeah. And I mean, obviously, the character in Sun and Moon is Ash, but it looks very different thanks to the new art style. Actually, I would say the art style didn't bother me that much after seeing a few episodes. I got used to it. But I'm just saying that it's kind of like it's Ash, and it's not really Ash, right? So picture them having the same character, just changing him a little more, like maybe it's 10% more than that. Then you could be Ash's son, right? And everything would make so much more sense. And I think why I'm actually pretty angry. I don't want to skip too much, ranting and so on, but I do feel angry about the thing because, like, if Ash is not gonna win the obvious league where he has a love interest, he has like a girlfriend, he gets an actual girlfriend after having Misty, Dawn, and May and so on, right? And he finally actually gets like a girlfriend, and he has the strongest team he ever had, and that is not the end of his journey. I mean, not the end, but like the end of really following him. He can get a kid, he can win, get married, get children, right, and we actually do like a time skip there. That would be the perfect scenario for him to phase out Ash, right, get Ash son in instead, go to school. And they didn't do it there, but they can do it now. They're gonna replace Ash, the endless 20-year-old Ash, is gonna be replaced now when they're going from the school season. That is the weakest league he ever done, arguably with the Orange League, right? Yeah, the weakest league he ever did. He wins that league. Doesn't have like a love interest here, and the same as Serena. And now we're gonna go over to a new character. Perhaps the rumor is new character is probably Ash Sanden in Galar region, which is a normal region again. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it really bothers me, right? Because if they spent another 10 years with Ash as a 10-year-old, I would be happier. Yeah, they're like, nope, Ash is always gonna be Ash. We're never gonna go away from Ash. We're gonna keep using Ash. That to me would make so much more sense. Instead of going over and say, no, okay, here's the perfect place for Ash to stop being 10-year-old, get a girlfriend, get a kid, and so on, right? Maybe a daughter, but I think that would be a hard sell, so they're probably going to use the son, right? We look similar to Ash with a Pikachu, right? Which is obviously, more like maybe another Pichu or something, but, probably a Pikachu, yeah. And, well, maybe it could be an evolving, yeah, I guess, I suppose. But still, though, and that would make so much sense. and they didn't do it there. Do it in next league instead. It feels like spit in my face. Yeah, like why wouldn't you do it less before? If there was like 10 years in between this thing, so 19 years in the Pokemon running, they wouldn't do it. Stupid. Then 29 years in, they would do it. I'd be like, yeah, okay, maybe they finally understood that maybe Ash should be retired and something like that. Yeah, but now it's the immediately next league here. Yeah, it pisses me off. I feel it's one of the biggest mistake they ever done in Nintendo. Yeah, it's like it's just making goddamn sense. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why is he? Why couldn't he get to marry Serena and get a kid here? Right? Why couldn't he get a kid here? Have a son. The son starts school. It makes me angry. Makes me disappointed. Yeah, I felt like I thought he was gonna win when I watched it weekly when I was going there at the ending of Kalos. I was like, man, he's gonna win this thing. Everything makes sense. He's gonna win, strongest team ever. Has a girlfriend again, right? This is gonna completely make sense here. So I knew that it's gonna be some kind of new art direction and so forth. I was like, yeah, new art direction, new main character, And I was like, I still Ash. It was like, it's just so disappointing thing. Not have it there. So anyway, that's the video, rant over. But yeah, it's pisses me off. 3 years later, it makes me angry. That has made me angry every day for 3 years. No, but like it has. Every time someone mentions, I'm like, it's so stupid. And now it wins the next one. It makes it even more stupid. Couldn't they at least lose? I mean, lose, that's like 10, 20 years. And then eventually, the 50 years win. I'll be like, maybe, yeah. Then it'd be easier to accept that he would finally, win after another 20, 30 years. So, yeah, maybe, yeah, we accept. Now it's just like, really? Now? Just after the one was a perfect place for it to win? Now we get it to win? Man. Whatever. See you guys, subscribe, and more emotional video next time. I'll get on the Rage Rant video.